Hi, welcome back to my channel. First of all, look at the lighting. Oh my gosh. My girlfriend gave me her ring light. I'm still figuring things out, so there's gonna be some shadows in the background. It's nighttime right now, pitch black outside. Look at pitch black outside. And here I am with the most beautiful lighting ever. I am super excited. This is gonna take my videos to a whole new level. So for today's video, I am going to do my entire makeup routine using products that are $10 or less. Let's go ahead and get started on my super affordable makeup routine. I would also like to say that this video is not sponsored or paid for by any of these products because again, I don't have any subscribers. Nice. Starting off by moisturizing and priming in one step with the e.l.f. moisturizing primer. This is the Poreless Moisturizing Face Primer, and this thing is only $6. $6. A moisturizer and a primer all in one. Next, I'm going to be using from Maybelline the Superstay Matte Foundation, and to put it on, I'm using this giant body sponge. The sponge was only $7 and the foundation is $9 at Target. So again, we're in the single digits, loving life. And then this sponge is actually supposed to be for body makeup, but I like using it on my face because it gets my makeup on really fast. This foundation is really good. Full coverage. Don't forget my favorite piece of advice for every single video, pull that foundation down your neck. The other cool thing about this ring light is look at my eyes. I look like a real beauty person with the cool ring in my eyeballs.
Stare into the circles of my eyes.
For concealer, I am using a concealer from e.l.f. This concealer is only $3. $3. The applicator is way too small, but again, this was only $3. But look at the color, it's really good and it's actually very pigmented and it works really well. This is not a first impressions video, by the way. These are products that I've had for a while and I know work. For powder, I am using the Coty Airspun. This is only $6, you guys. It's actually $5.99, but we'll round up. It's $6. It does smell like your grandma though. It's got like this super strong perfumey scent that smells like a grandma. So if you don't mind that scent, $6 powder that really works, great deal. Just kind of taking the powder and spreading it around the face. I'm not doing a full bake today. I'm just dabbing the powder all over my face to give that nice layer between liquid and my other powder products. For bronzer and blush, I'm doing this bronzer blush. It's kind of like a hybrid bronzer blush from e.l.f. This is only $6. It's in the color Always Spicy, and this is the perfect dupe for the MAC blush called Raisin, which if you've ever used that MAC blush, I think that's $24. All the brushes I'm using are also under $10. I think I got it in one of those brush sets from TJ Maxx, which brush sets from TJ Maxx can be as low as like $5 for a full-on brush set. So we'll just say that this was $5 for all intents and purposes. I'm kind of going all over my cheek and contour area with this because it is a bronzer and a blush color. So I'm not being as careful with where I'm putting it because I'm really just trying to warm up my face. I'm not going for like a full contoured look. This stuff is really pigmented, by the way, so be careful with it if you do buy it. Like if I just take my finger lightly like this, yeah, that's a lot. So I got a little bit muddy in here on accident. And when I say muddy, I mean like it looks a little dirty, like not as smooth. I have a trick for fixing it. Take your sponge that you were using and kind of dab over the top of where it got a little funky looking, and it will kind of smooth out any harsh lines. Now I'm gonna do a quick mist and set with the Illuminating Mist and Set Spray from e.l.f. This is only $4 and it works so well. Forgot my fan, so I'm using my hand. For my brows, I am using the NYX Brow Define Pencil. This is one of the more expensive things in this video. This one is $9.99, so we're right on the cusp of that $10 mark. And then I'm gonna go over the top of my brow when I'm done filling them in with this little brow gel from Essence called Make Me Brow. This is $1.50.
$1.50.
Okay, the brows are done, so now I'm gonna highlight, and I'm using another e.l.f. product. This little highlighter is a whopping $4. With these though, I do find that I like to kind of scratch the top like so to get the powder going because it just makes it a little bit more pigment. Oh yeah, see, there we go. See the powder? Makes it a little bit more pigmented, and that's what I like. Oh no! Bloopers. A little trick I like to do with my highlighter to give it that really wet, shiny look is to go in with the brush and then spray it with a little bit of setting spray, and then I'll just kind of make it a little bit more wet and shiny. Let's go in on the nose, my favorite. Then I'm gonna do one more spray over the top of that once I put my highlighter on, I'm going for more of like a dewy, wet look tonight. For eyeshadow, I am using another e.l.f. product. This is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. It is well loved, obviously, very dirty. This guy is exactly $10, so just made it. My eyeshadow philosophy is just do whatever you want until it looks good. So I'm just kind of rubbing my brush between these warm shades. This brush, by the way, is from Morphe, and it is, I believe, $4. I'm just gonna start warming up my eyes with that concoction that I just made. Kind of pulling it up here into my temples a little bit, little extra drama, because we are going to be adding glitter tonight, of course, so drama is fine. I'm going to pull it down to the bottom lash line a little bit just to kind of connect everything. Eyeshadow single from ColourPop. These are the Super Shock shadows. This color is Brady, don't know why. And I'm just going to throw that on a little bit to add a little bit of color to my eyes. I got a little bit carried away, so I'm going to do the sponge trick. Define that wing shape. Yes. Much better. Beautiful. So now for the main event, I'm going to do some glitter on the eyes using both NYX products. This is the NYX Glitter Glue Primer, and this is NYX Loose Glitter. Both of these things are $6.49 exactly. Glitter primer is amazing. You only need the tiniest little amount, so you can probably buy one of these and then never have to replace it until you die. Shh. You only need just the tiniest little bit, and then use your finger to dab it onto the center of your eyes. I don't need to go over the entire lid because I don't want glitter over the entire eyelid. I want more of a pop of glitter. Oh, my nose highlight is crazy. Whoa, it's like you can see my reflection in my nose. Time for some loose glitter. You gotta be really careful with this because it will spill everywhere. So I like to dump some in the cap and then use the cap as my palette so that I'm not getting glitter, you know, everywhere. Not that glitter everywhere is a bad thing, but you know. I'm going in with that same finger that I used to put the glitter glue on. Load it up with glitter. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I'm just very lightly tapping it on to the center of my eye, and then kind of dispersing the rest towards the top. And then I'm using my cleaner finger to kind of, I guess, it's not really blending, it's more like spreading out the little sparkles. See what I mean? So it's like really concentrated glitter at the lash line and then spreads out as we move around. Because the glitter glue is still a little tacky, you're able to kind of manipulate the sparkles where you want them to go. If you use the tapping motion and glitter glue, you shouldn't get too much glitter falling everywhere all over your face. I've done this many times, so I'm pretty good at not having glitter go everywhere, but sometimes it still does, and I will show you how to fix that in just a moment. So if you do get a bunch of glitter fallout all over your face, I did a pretty good job today, but if you do, take a dry brush and as soon as possible, just whisk that glitter off your face. Whisk it off. You can also take your damp sponge and tap, and it will pick up some of that glitter that has fallen off. Another option is to do your eyes first, let the glitter go everywhere because who cares, then wipe it all off with a makeup wipe, and then go back in with your foundation. That's not my favorite way to do it just because it's not, and I like my routine, but you can do whatever you want. For just a final glittery touch, because of course, I'm gonna use that NYX Molten Foil eyeshadow pot thing that I'm probably gonna end up using in every single video I do. And I'm gonna throw some of that into the inner corner of my eye just for an extra sparkle and shine. This is a step that I do in almost all of my eye looks just because it really makes me look awake, makes my eyes look big. I like how it looks when I turn to the side. This step, of course, is optional, as is all of this because makeup is optional. And then I'm gonna take that leftover glitter on my hand, and you know it! Rub my fingers together and give myself a little glitter bath for the evening. For mascara, I'm using two different mascaras. This is from Essence, and this is called Super Lash Avocado. This little guy is only $4, and this guy is only $5. The avocado mascara is the one that I like to use first. Look at this brush, it's huge. But this one I like to do to just kind of get my eyelashes, I guess, primed, if you will. And then I go in with the Essence mascara, and this gives them the volume and thickness that I like with this kind of skinnier brush. I don't know if you've ever tried to put wet mascara on top of mascara that's already dried, but it does not work and crumbles everywhere and causes clumps, and it's just not a good look. Getting those lashes primed and spread out with my avocado mascara. Immediately going in with my Essence mascara. As you can see, I got a little bit on my face right there. The way to take care of that is to not panic and just let it sit there. Don't touch it. You need to let it dry so that we can just wipe it off. If you try to wipe it off right now, it'll make a big old smudge. You could also just leave it there and have a little beauty mark for your look. With bottom lashes, I just do a very, very, very light layer. I don't like the look of real thick bottom lashes. I don't think it's necessarily necessary. Necessarily necessary, wow. That sizzling sound you might be able to hear is my dear husband making me dinner. So sweet. And just to really finish off the eyes and make them look cohesive, I'm gonna go right back in with some of that ColourPop eyeshadow and just finish blending out the outer corners of my eyes to make it look a little bit more finished. It's subtle, but I feel like it makes all the difference. This is the Mario Badescu Rose Water. This is actually a really great hydrating, dewy finish setting spray for your makeup. This is $7. For lipstick, I'm gonna do a combination of two. This is the liquid matte lipstick from e.l.f. This is $6, and then this is the Superstay Maybelline matte lipstick, and this is $6.99. So $7, great. I like to do a little bit of an ombre lip look, which I will show you right now. Starting with the darker of the two colors, I am going around just the line of my lips. And then I press my lips together and rub it around a little bit to get that darker base. And then I'll go back in with the lighter of the two colors and go starting in the middle and then press my lips back together again. And this gives it kind of that nice ombre. I also use my finger sometimes to blend around the edges because again, we don't want any harsh lines. And your finger as a lip brush is a free tool. Can't get much better price than free. Oh, almost forgot. Just gonna take a clean brush and try to just get this right off. That didn't work at all. It really is stubborn and does not want to come off. Wow, since I just rubbed a hole through my entire base layer of makeup, I have a trick to fix that too. Take your sponge, no added product or anything, and just bounce it around right over that area, and that'll kind of wake up the product that's there on your skin and we'll blend it back together. See, it's like it never happened. Great. And that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed learning about all of the super affordable makeup items that exist out there. Makeup is fun, it does not have to be expensive, and it always should be glittery. Okay, that's just my opinion. See you for my next video. Whoa, that light makes such a difference!